And welcome back, YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. And today I would like to review a game called Ico. And Ico, to many people, is a classic game that got an HD facelift in 2011. Now, Ico tells a story of a young boy who was born with horns and is sacrificed by the villagers. So he's brought to this fortress and basically left to die. Now, Ico manages to escape and has to find his way through the fortress. He soon meets this girl, and she looks like sort of an angel or an angelic character. And in this game, you basically have to take the girl by the hand and help her find your way through the castle. Now, again, to many people, this game is a classic, and it's easy to see why, because the graphics, especially, it looks very charming, very enchanting. It looks very good. Just, you know, the atmosphere of the fortress. It looks big and huge, and these two small creatures have to find their way through it, and that premise is very appealing. It's something that not a whole lot of games do. What I didn't really like about Ico mainly is the fact that the girl is very passive. She cannot fend for herself. She does not help you in any shape or form. And you might have heard of Anita Sarkeesian, who's a feminist and who does videos on games, and she has this theme throughout some of her videos that's called The Damsel in Distress. And I can see her point here, because again, Ico does all the work. As Ico, you have to go through each level, solve the puzzle in the level, take the girl by the hand, and she will open up sort of magical doors. That's the only thing she does. For the rest, the girl is very passive. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't help you. Take this situation, for example. I tried to get the girl climb through the window, and she doesn't even notice that there's a block next to her, as you can see, and she just refuses. She shakes no until I move a little bit to the left. Then she climbs the box and grabs my hand. Now, it would have been great if the girl saw the box first, climbed on it, and then I lined up with her. That would have been a normal situation. But the girl is just helpless. She is dumb. This game would have been brilliant if the girl actually did something, actually had an impact on gameplay in a way that she would help the boy. Because now she just waits for the boy to solve the puzzle in the level, and then the next level will come up, and you have to repeat the whole thing. Fortunately, the design of the fortress is amazing. The level design, it's a huge place. I mean, the scale sometimes of the fortress, the depths of it, the heights, it sometimes even makes your stomach turn around. It's just amazingly well designed. And the puzzles are very imaginative. They are quite hard sometimes to figure out, but maybe that's because I'm a little dumb. But I can really appreciate the level design. Another thing, though, is that the controls of this game, I had trouble with this, because the controls are a bit clunky and unresponsive at times, especially jumping. You know, there are a lot of misjumps in this game, and some of the controls are sort of counterintuitive. It's just not as tight as I would have wanted it. And I had issues with the camera. I mean, the camera often doesn't allow you to see what you want to see. Seems to be restricted. And quite often I found that the camera would stop right before it got to a point where I actually wanted to look. Along the way, you'll come across certain dark creatures that will try to capture the girl and drag her into this black hole, and each and every time you have to fight these creatures and chase them away and even pull the girl out of the dark pool that she is dragged into. And again, the girl does nothing. She doesn't fight back. She just stands there, and you have to do this all the time. When I first encountered these dark creatures, that was a fun thing, and I was surprised. But these encounters are throughout the game, and they become sort of irritating. So I didn't really like it. So to me, Ico is a strange beast. It looks very magical. It has this atmosphere. It has great level design, but it is held back by controls, by lacking AI of the girl, by repetitive fights with these dark creatures, and I just didn't have that much fun with Ico. I just didn't. So to me, this is not a classic. This is a mediocre game, and it's not one of my favorites. So that's really my review of Ico, and let me know what you think of Ico. Leave comments, and see you in the next video.